What's up, y'all? So in case you ain't know, so back with another video. Today's video is going to be a story time, honey. A story time, okay? So anywho, this is basically a story on, I wouldn't call it like a date or whatever. I'll just call it like an outing, because that's what it felt like. It was supposed to be a date, I guess, but it just didn't turn out that way. He was crazy. But anywho, let's get right into the story. So back in, I want to say like a year and a half ago, like I was dating, which by the way, dating is really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was so fucking annoying. But you know, I wanted to connect with somebody. I was like, you know what? Let me see what this world has to offer, because a bitch has been single for forever. So I'm like, you know, I signed up for this free online app. Yeah. So, but I mean, it's not like Match or anything like that. It was called Tagged. Yes, I'm even ashamed to say it. Like that online app is just really for thoughts, and you know, whatever. I thought I was just gonna get lucky because I'm just so hopeless romantic, but I mean, I've learned my lessons. I've had a lot of bad dates, as you guys seen on my other story times, on my previous videos. But yeah, I wanted to venture out and, you know, try to meet somebody a little different than what I'm used to. So I started looking at guys who were a little older than me, guys who didn't look as good looking, guys who, you know, typically I probably wouldn't talk to. Like basically a 5 out of a 10 guy. Well, that's way too low. Probably like a 7 out of a 10 guy, which I usually go from like 9 out of a 10 most of the time. You know, just saying. I had clicked on this guy's profile. We're gonna call him Laura Man because, I mean, we'll get to that in the middle of the video, but we're gonna call him Laura Man. So I think I was the first one to hit him up. I really don't remember, but anyways, we got in contact with each other. We started like messaging each other back or whatever, like, hey, how are you? Like your pictures, oh, thank you, what do you do for work? All this other yada, yada, yada. So I think that same night, I was kid-free, so I think I was getting off of work around like 6 o'clock, and he was like, hey, we should hang out, and da-da-da-da. I know, guys, like, real thoughty-ish, right? But I was like, you know what, sure, and you know, the thing about me is, like, I like to have fun. Like, I'm not like, oh, I don't know, like, I'm just spontaneous, like, I'm just spontaneous. I was like, listen, I got a babysitter, he's probably gonna buy drinks because it's the first time us meeting. Like, you know, who knows? We might fall in love. Psych. So, anyways, you know, I was a little hopeful. We'll call it that. So, anywho, we exchanged numbers. He's like, yeah, I'm at the gym right now. I'm gonna call you when I'm ready. You call me, you get dressed. You call me when you're ready. Send me the address. I'll come pick you up. So we did all that. There were so many like no-nos in this story. It's just like, I can't believe like this just happened to me, like, you know. But anyways, so I go home, I get extra cute, like for no reason, and I'm just like, you know what, like, and I didn't even know, like, he never told us like what we were doing or anything like that. I just assumed that we was going out because we never like really discussed it. We just discussed that we was gonna like meet up or whatever. So whatever, let's fast forward. He comes pick me up in his car, and I'm like, okay. As soon as I hop in the front seat, you know, he's just like looking at me, and I'm looking at him like, damn, he really doesn't look as cute. Well, I never really thought he was cute. All right, let me explain it to you guys. The only reason why I hit him up is because all the other guys that I was hitting up that were cute, that knew how to dress, and all this other like stupid shit, like used to do dumb shit. So I was like, you know what, let me try something else. Let me try an older man. Let me try, you know, somebody who's not as cute or whatever. So, but when I hopped in the car, even though I thought he was like a 6 out of an 8 or a 7 out of a, 6 out of an 8, a 6 out of a 10 or a 7 out of a 10, like, I hopped in the car, that's what he looked like in his picture, and he literally was like a 3 out of a 10. I was like, oh shit. But anyways, you know, I still went along with it. He seemed like kind of nice. And so we're driving. I'm like, okay, so, you know, what are we gonna do? Like, what's the plan? Like, let me know. He proceeded to tell me, he's like, well, you know, I just moved out. I mean, I just got this new apartment in Newton, and if you guys don't know where Newton is, that's outside of Boston, outside of Massachusetts. So, outside of, guys, I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. But anyways, Newton is outside of Boston or whatever. And so basically I'm like, all right, well that's fine. Like we can do like a chill thing. Like he's like, oh, do you drink? I'm like, of course. Y'all even know I always have my glass of wine. So I'm like, yeah, of course I do drink or whatever. And he's like, all right, well, what do you like to drink? I told him what I like to drink. We go to the liquor store. I'm in the car. I'm like, I'm not getting out. I definitely don't want to be seen by him. He's like, no, it's fine. I'll grab it. So he grabs like 2 bottles of Chardonnay, I think. And yeah, 2 bottles of Chardonnay, and he hops back in the car. Now listen, guys, it took us forever to get to his crib because there was just a lot going on in between. So he hops in the car, he's like, oh, do you mind if I make one stop? I'm like, of course you're gonna be nice. You're like, yeah, sure, like fine, that's fine. So mind you guys, he was a lawyer and he could not stop talking about how he was a lawyer. Like he's just like, first of all, that's why I call him Lawyer Man, because this whole entire story revolves around that, because he could just not stop talking about how much money he had. Oh, he was a lawyer and that, he's like this. He has 2 apartments and he just bought another apartment. He's keeping another apartment. It was just so annoying. So like, we pulled off from the liquor store and he's just like, yeah, I'm a lawyer, right? I'm like, okay, that's nice. Like, that's what's up. Like, okay, once or twice you mention it. The 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, it gets annoying. So that's what he kept doing while he was driving. And then mind you, he kept looking at me, like not even on the road. If anybody knows me, I'm mad scary. Like, dude, I get that you're trying to look at me. He's just like, oh, I'm surprised you're still single. Like, motherfucker, I don't care. We can talk when we get in the house. You need to pay attention to the road. But obviously I didn't say that. Like, when he was talking to me, I literally was just like looking dead ass straight, like, thanks. But anyway, so he's just like, I'm a lawyer, man. He's like, and that's why I have to make this one stop. And I'm like, okay, it was like a little sketchy, but I'm just like, all right, I didn't really think too much about it. So we pull up to like this like little boutique or whatever on the street, and it looks like they're having like a photo shoot or like a little cute event. So he like rolls down the window, he asks for somebody. He's like, hey, let's call this girl Naomi.
Where's Naomi?
And then like, oh, she went to New York. And I'm like, he was like, oh, okay. And mind you, I'm in the car the whole time. I'm like, what is going on? I don't know who the fuck Naomi is. That could be his girlfriend, his sister. I don't fucking know. So he's like, see, I told her not to go. See, now on Monday, I'm walking her up. And I'm just like, but I thought she was a lawyer, not a cop. But whatever. So that happened. That was really weird. Like, why would you take somebody out and then like be off duty working? Like, would you try to impress me? I thought that shit was so weird. Like, it was just so weird. So anyways, we were still on his way to his house or whatever. He's in the car, he's still doing the fucking dumb shit, looking at me and not paying attention to the road or whatever. And so we get to his house, right? And mind you, that day was kind of like misty. It wasn't like raining that hard. It was raining a little bit. It was like misty, like, And so he lived on the 3rd floor, I believe, the 3rd floor. And we're at his new apartment. And as soon as I walk in the door, he's like, wait. And I'm like looking him back at me. I'm like, because he's like in front of me opening the door. And I'm like stepping inside. And he's like, wait. Like, I'm like, yeah. He's like just like that. I was like, oh, okay. Luckily, a bitch had on some nice ass socks, because usually I'd be mismatching and or whatever, like, So I was like, okay, because I guess, that's his new apartment. He had carpet and all that crazy stuff. So I'm just like, all right, that's fine. So I'm looking at him like, yo, all right, like, let's get this wine popping. Let's do this real quick. Like, and like, he had no furniture. Like, he was showing me like his house and, oh, this is where the living room's gonna be at. This is where I'm gonna put my couches, this is where I'm gonna put my kitchen table, all that stuff. And I was like, all right, it's cute. It was a little small, but like, he lived by himself. Like, he doesn't have any kids or anything like that. So I was like, all right, this is kind of cute for a lawyer man. Like, since you've been talking like you're a baller, I would expect something like this. But, it was cute or whatever. And so when he got done showing me like where he's gonna put everything in, he did have furniture in his room. All he had is his mattress like on the floor or whatever, and then he had like his TV like prompt on like the box. So since there was no chairs, my little short ass hopped on his counter in the kitchen because there was no chairs, or anything like that. I was like, do you mind if I sit on top? Because, you know, I had on like boots with the heels, and, you know, I didn't want to just be standing there like uncomfortably. So he was like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm sipping my wine, like keep filling it up. And mind you, I remember those cups being mad small too, because I kept filling them up. And I think he mentioned something about that. He's like, oh yeah, you must know how to drink. He's like, why you keep filling it up so quick? And I remember telling him, I was like, because these cups are small as shit. And then he's just like, oh, okay. So anywho, we start to drink, and he starts walking back and forth to like his room or whatever. And he's like, oh, come in the room. And guys, I really was not feeling him like that already. So I was just like trying to get drunk and leave or whatever. So I was just like, no, I'm good. Like, let's come out here, let's chill. And he was like, no, I want to chill in the room. Like, come lay down. And I'm like, dog, I'm not laying down. First of all, I don't fucking know you. Number two, I'm just like, yo, I'm trying to drink. We literally just got here. It's been like 20 minutes and you're already talking about something. Like, come on, let's lay down. So I was like, no, I'm good. Like, trying to be nice or whatever. And so he comes out. He's like, well, I'm going to turn off the lights. I was like, excuse me? He's like, I'm turning off the lights. Like, first of all, don't act like we wasn't even there for like 30 minutes, yo. That's the crazy thing. It was like, that's like when you come home and you like take off all your clothes and you want to relax. Like, I'm your guest. Like, we're supposed to be on a date. Like, why would you just come there and wait for me to drink like 2 glasses of wine, and we're there for like at his house for 20 minutes, and now all of a sudden you want to lay down? Like, a bitch ain't dumb, okay? So no, I'm not laying down because first of all, I didn't like you, and ain't no YOLO tonight because you're not that cute. I was like, no, I'm not laying down. So he's like, I'm turning off the light. In my head, I'm like, yeah, whatever. So now I'm in the kitchen by myself. I don't care. I'm just sipping, like, ooh, gotta finish his wine. And he's just like there's not a peep. So all of a sudden I hear him get up, and all of a sudden he turned off the lights, basically. While I was sitting on the counter, he like went politely back in his room. So I went over there and I said, Flick, all right, I think it's time for me to go. And he's like, oh, why? Like, all you need to do is just like lay down. Like, I have Netflix we can watch. I'm like, no, now I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to finish my glass of wine and you're gonna take me home. And he's like that's when he he was not happy about that. He was like, why? He's like, I just drove all the way over here. It's not like you live down the street. I'm like, well, like, I'm feeling uncomfortable. Like, I wanna go. Like, now I'm being a bitch. He's like, all right, like, whatever. Like, he was like, whatever. So I put on my shoes. The bitch took his wine too, but he didn't know because he was so mad. But I took that shit and I put one of the bottles in my bag that wasn't open yet because he didn't give me enough chance to get nice since he bought 2. So I took one. I don't give a fuck. So we get in his car. Mind you, once we get in his car, he blasts the music, and he was listening to some weird ass, techno shit, and he kept hitting his steering wheel, while he was driving me home. And like I said, it was raining. I was kind of scared. He was, zooming down the highway. He was just do, pinging on the fucking seat like this. I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy. I'm like, yo, I can't believe I just wasted an hour of my life chilling with this nigga. And he was African too. No shade on Africans. One of my good friends are African. I have a lot of African friends, but it's just, there's something about an African man, they're very stern, they want what they want, from my experience, from what I noticed, because he's not the first African guy, I won't say dated, but I've seen interact with a woman that way. But so he was just so weird, and it was just so funny. And I wish I had my other phone because I had the footage, because I'm like, if I die tonight, honey, they're gonna see the details, the locations are gonna ping, and they're gonna know that how I was. And I had the music playing in the background. You could hear him hitting the steering wheel, all that. Even though it was dark, I still had to have some type of footage. Cause I'm I really thought he was gonna crash somewhere. And then when he did drop me off, nigga wouldn't even let me freaking close the door. He zoomed out so fast, the door closed right behind me. It's who the fuck does that? You could have ran over my goddamn foot. You know what I mean? It's so rude. But all I gotta say is, y'all, if you guys do date online, just make sure you like talk to the person first, because honestly, shit, I was just happy to be home at that point. He was really crazy. I never talked to him again, matter of fact, but it was just crazy. Like he was crazy. He was crazy. And that's all I gotta say. That was my little quick story time video for y'all about Lawyer Man and how crazy he was and how he wanted me to be in his bed, but I did not want to be. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.